Alrighty, YouTube. I just woke up and I do have a shirt on, and yes, we have official confirmation, right? I mean, it's clear now. The confirmed they did officially confirm. Well, they didn't officially confirm, but they like showed their faces, basically, not their faces, but you don't see what I'm talking about, right? When it comes to the bunny girls, it is 1,000,000% confirmed to be Alice, right? And Soda. That is not Kilo. I'm not gonna lie. I forgot Kilo was in a robot. I genuinely thought it was so stupid. I realized that she was in a robot. How's that gonna work? Right? I forgot. But yeah, it is Soda. It is Alice. How do we know? Well, I already knew it was Alice because of the white hair in the back. But yeah, she has the exact same hairstyle as Alice. And as you see here, it says Tetra. Right? If we go back to the this right here, the pink one, the only characters here that were Tetra was literally is Pepper a Tetra? I forgot what Pepper is, bro. Let me see. I genuinely forgot what Pepper is. Yeah, it literally is just Alice actually. Yeah, because the Uni's not even there. Yeah, like it's literally nobody else is here. Kiri's not there. Pepper is a missless, I believe. Uni is not there. Yeah, and then obviously Why, you know what's crazy? Damn. If both of them end up being good, you know what's so crazy? That's another buff to Tetras. Because Soda is also a Tetra unit. Yeah, and we know this is Soda, right? If you actually take a look here, it's somebody with green hair, and it's like, maybe you'd be like, oh, that could still be Kilo. But if you actually take a look at the, let me open up this image right here. If you take a look at this right here, little like pom-poms, or not pom-poms, or bun, the bun on her hair, that exactly is the exact same one here. So yeah, we know 1,000,000% it is Soda. It's crazy. My mod River loves Soda, so I know he's gonna be very excited, especially since Soda is like, I just hope when it comes to these two characters, Alice and Soda, they don't make, well, I already know they're not gonna make Alice like a sniper, right? Like every time these characters come out, they basically get a new weapon. So I'm not worried about this Alice having to sell her soul to be good, right? Honestly, I want this Alice to be a support, and that's just because if she is a DPS, I can already see the comparison of people being like, no, the other Alice is still way better, why use this one, yada yada yada, right? I mean, if they, whatever they want to do, I'm here for it. She's good, she's bad, I don't really care. I'll be there regardless. For Soda, I really want Soda out of the two to be good, because Soda, since the beginning when she came out, look at her ratings, right? This is obviously just Pride Wins opinion, but this is like a valid opinion. C, 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 B, and then D. Soda's not the greatest character. She has no real like good effects, or it's not that she has no real good effects. She just takes so long to do everything. She literally just takes so long to do everything. So I genuinely want Soda out of the two to be the better character, just because Soda already sucks and Alice is already godlike. This time, if they want, make Alice garbage. I mean, like, don't make the character, you don't have to make the character garbage, right? But if she ends up being garbage, so be it. You already have a god like Alice. But Soda really does need justice, I feel like. I'm surprised because Soda, I mean, I guess it made sense, obviously, because if you didn't know, Soda does have like the little mole there. But I was going based on the chest size. And first off, the mole is way over here. If you guys could barely see it, you can barely see it, but there is a mole on a Soda. You could barely see it, but the chest does not match. But I guess I don't know what type of Soda we're getting here. So Soda is a machine gun, most likely going to switch into a. I feel like Soda could keep machine gun, right? I mean, we don't really get SMG characters like that. So if they're one of them are support, which I think Soda will be a support because she's a maid, right? We don't really have any maid DPSs besides maid Privity. But yeah, if because she's a maid, I guess. But this time a bunny girl, literally she's going to be like a support and stuff like that. I am glad though that they are not paired up with the actual bunny girls. Like obviously, we knew that since they showed the like roster. But if they actually were paired up with the bunny girls, like if these were new characters and they were on the Bunny Girls squad, that would have been so good for the Bunny Girls, right? But that would have been more buff to Tetra, but I guess it clearly didn't matter regardless because both of them are still Tetra. So Tetra is winning left, right, and center. You know, it's so funny. Someone actually pointed this out in my last video, but they saying it has to be Alice and Soda because they're bunny girls who run, like, are in the casino, and that's a Mustang, like, runs the casino and all that stuff. That was a valid point, I ain't gonna lie, right? So obviously the only Tetra here was Alice, and the only Tetra here was literally just Soda, because that means Elysian, right? No, she's Missilus. My bad. It's been a minute since I've used her. And then Kilo is also a Missilus, right? What is Kilo is a Missilus, right? Yeah, and then obviously Guilty is a Missilus as well, right? I wouldn't have mind a summonable Guilty, to be honest, right? Because Guilty is a free character, right? Guilty is a free character, and I honestly wouldn't have mind a summonable Guilty. I think Alice is a funny choice, but I don't think anybody's gonna complain for Alice, just because, remember, if you do not know, besides not even Modernia, it was literally only Alice, but Alice was the only character ever in Nikke history who came out on the game, like on release. Like when the game dropped, she was a character who was out on release, never had a banner, and then later on got a raid up banner on for no reason realistically, right? I would love to believe it was for Easter, but then it's like, we didn't get anything this year for Easter. I mean, I guess besides the maids, but that wasn't an Easter thing, right? So Alice literally getting a raid up banner out of nowhere was like already outrageous, and that was like the start of, or I believe like that's where people start to be like, yes, characters who never had raid up banners will finally get one, and they never did it again. And it's so crazy because they made money that day. Alice was a very good character back then, when especially when she came out. That was before Dorothy. We didn't really have many good DPSs back then, besides like Modernia, Scarlet, Haran, yada yada yada. So literally, I want them to make Alice a support. I want them to make Soda a DPS, right? If not, honestly, do I want another DPS? Like, honestly, I don't want another buffer. I don't want another damage buffer. I'm gonna just keep it a buck. I don't want another damage buffer, and I honestly don't want another DPS. I want someone who's doing heals and cooldown reduction. That's what we need from these two characters. I don't care if they're duels or not. Obviously, they're not going to be duels and stuff like that, but I want them to be like a healer, which Soda already was on her other kit, and a cooldown reduction character. Is that a bit much to ask for? Honestly, not, right? I expect a healer from Soda because that's what she was before, right? And obviously when you take a look at both of the Marys, they ended up both being healers, right? But then you have both Lamillas. You had a tank and now an insane damage dealer, right? But Soda, I want her to be a healer, a really good one at that too, and then obviously cooldown reduction. I want them to be a burst 1 and a burst 3 as well. I want them to work with crowd. I don't want none of them being a burst 2 because they're not getting put on the team, especially with all the burst 2s we have now. And burst 1, they could obviously make the cut. Burst 3, they could easily make the cut. Burst 2, they're not making the cut. There's too many burst 2 characters that are just, we're not switching out on no burst 2 characters at this point. Please understand this. You have Blanc, you have Crown, you have Eleg for bosses, you have Marciano for heals if you need, you have Mask, you have Naga, you have Novel for bosses, you have like Rupee, like there's just too many burst 2s at this point. Senti, Guilty, Biscuit if you are running her with Bay as well, Dala if you still run her. No, we don't need another burst 2. We need a burst 1 and a burst 3. Healer at least. Not a burst 3 DPS. We need a burst 3 like supporter, and we need a burst 1 cooldown reduction or healer. I don't care, but make it like that, please. But for now, it's gonna be your boys Zxous. You guys let me know. Let me know if you guys guessed it that it was both Soda and Alice. If you were, I'll give you a cookie. But yeah, it's your boys Zxous. I'm gonna see you guys in the next one. I'm out later. Peace. And let me know if you're summoning or not. Well, I guess you don't know if you're summoning or not because you don't know the kits. Are you summoning because you like the character or not? Let me know that basically.